Now, how to implement your setting actually into your story is something quite a few new writers actually struggle with. There's a feeling that you have to start big and describe those sweeping camera shots that you see in the movies and TV shows and on video games. Don't do that. Now, yes, you should have a good setting. I'm not saying don't have a good setting. Have a great setting. However, it is best to start small with your setting. Let's take a couple of examples here. For example, Star Wars. It has worlds of desert, worlds of forest, worlds of moss and green and overgrown lush swamps. It's got space and battles and wars in space, and it's got all those beautiful technological city centers on that's entire planets. And yet, where does all of this start? In episode 4, there is a handful of resistance fighters crowded in a small hallway trying to buy their princess time. That's it. That's where all of this starts. Nobody starts in with sweeping shots of this and beautiful, glorious shots of that. It's just one tiny hallway and some smoke. Game of Thrones. That whole world is filled with dragons and ice trolls and all sorts of magic and swords and sorcery and battles and all sorts of stuff. But where does this thing start? With a few guys on patrol through the snow. That's actually where it begins. And then it goes from there to a king teaching his sons and punishing 2 deserters. That's it. They don't go into big, heavy descriptions on everything else. Start small with your scene description. Start small with your storytelling. This gives us, your readers or your audience, an opportunity to meet the heroes, to meet the villains, and to slowly expand and learn about the world. Yes, I want to see those vast deserts. I want to see those incredible structures floating out in space. I want to see the beautiful, huge planets that you have created in your mind. And I know you want to show it to all of us, and you want to get it all down on page. But it has to start with a few guys in a single room. Maybe there's some smoke. But that's just my opinion. What do you think?